Good day, everyone. Bless. I'm trying to do this video. As you guys can see, I'm at work, and I'm getting more work from above, but I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to do my best, man, and manage my time and squeeze in this video, because I feel like this video is very, very important and it's very urgent. It's an urgent video, so I'm asking all those out there who has ears, those of you who are prayer warriors can pray about this. Those of you who can fast about this. Those of you who are vision and dream interpreters, you know. Man, it's like I'm telling you, man, every time I try to do this video, it's something going on. I had a whole issue last time trying to do this video, you know, about 30 minutes ago, and I'm just trying to do this video real quick for you guys, man. And I'm just hoping there's no more interruptions. Lord help me. But yeah, you know, those of you who are dream interpreters, who can interpret dreams, you know, I'm gonna need your some input on this one. Those of you who are fasters, who are prayers, pray about this, fast about this. So last night, if you did not know, but you could look it up, but there was a super moon last night. Okay, today's date, I believe today's the night, right? My gosh, man, I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. So today's the night, right? So there was a super moon from the 8th of last night up until early hours of this morning, between midnight 3 a.m. When I was driving in, I saw the moon. I saw the super moon. My spiritual senses started tingling. Something was off. Something was not right about it. And around about 11 o'clock at night, I came out the pilot. I came out the truck stop. I grabbed me a shower. I was coming back to my truck. Clouds appeared. Just clouds just appeared. It was a clear, sunny day, warm day, very warm. But numerous of clouds appeared. It got cold. And it started pouring down thunder and rain. It was pouring down rain. It was pouring down thunder. I prayed and I slept right here in this bunk, right? Then I had this vision. I was taken up into the realms. This vision, it was, I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, this was in the second heavens. I was taken into the second heavens. I was having this vision while it was pouring, while it was raining, while I was resting. And behold, what I saw was a lady. She seemed like a giant, very tall in stature. She seemed big. She just seemed big. I don't know if she just seemed tall or maybe in the spirit she was just big. And she had this silver dress on, all right? She had a silver dress on. And, you know, the silver dress was like one of those gowns or dresses that, you know, celebrities would wear if they were you know, going to, like, you know, those balls, those red carpets, and those award shows, right? So it was one of those silver red gown prom dresses. She had a this crown or mantle on her head, on the top of her head. She was holding something that what looks like to be roses. And there were these, and it was this dark area. I can't even explain it, but it was like a dark area. And there was evil spirits all around in this area, all around her. And they were praising her and they were clapping. And, you know, they were giving praise. You know, it was like something was going on in this atmosphere. This atmosphere, you know, there was a lot of excitement going on. And there was this voice that was talking in this place, right? In this area. And this voice was a monstrous voice. It was a monstrous voice. But I could not see, you know, where where the voice was coming from. It was like the voice was just all in the area. Every time that voice spoke, it rumbled in the whole area, but I couldn't see where it was coming from. So I was like, man, what am I doing here, man? I could be in trouble. I could be in danger. But I started to realize that I was invisible, right? Because I was going like this in front of, like, you know, these entities' faces, but they could not see me. They just kept on cheering on. And I started to see and realize that, okay, I'm invisible. They cannot see me. All right. So now this lady, they cheering her on. There's this atmosphere, this voice is talking, is giving this lady praise, it's saying other things that I cannot remember, but I remember it was this monstrous voice, right? I could not see who it was. Then the lady said, okay, we gotta go to, you know, a different area. So she hops in like this car and she starts driving this black car, literally a black car convertible, and she starts driving, and all these demonic entities is flying, following her like they're going to a different area. This is all taking place in the second heaven. In the second heaven, those of you who knows what the second heaven is, those of you who don't know what it is the heavenly realm where the principalities of darkness sit before the third heavens, which is the godly realm, you know. So this our sky, that's our heavens. Over us is the demonic realm, that's their heavens, and then over that is the godly realm, which is known as the third heaven, right? So this was taking place in the second heaven. This was a dark realm. This was in the sky, right? So they go into, like, how can I describe, right? So they go into like this tunnel looking area, and it opens up and it looks like a coliseum, right? You know how you go into maybe a football arena and how it's roundabout and there's seats, right? So it was like that. It was like, it was roundabout and there was seats, and then the seats was filled up with demonic spirits, filled up with dark spirits, right? And the lady, she walked in, she walked so proudful, so elegant, so she was just happy, she was proudful, and there was praise going on, there was cheering, there was talking, and while there was talking, there was praise, there was thunder, right? So like there was I was hearing the thunder while I was sleeping in this realm, but there was thunder. You could hear and see the thunder there too, as it was happening simultaneously here. So the thunder is loud. The thunder was loud last night. Anybody who was in Nashville, Tennessee, all right, Lebanon, Tennessee, anybody who was in that area last night could confirm what it was saying. It was some loud roars and thunder late last night in the early morning hours, right? So she's there and they praising her and they glorifying her, and you know, there's this voice that's talking and there's a lot of commotion going on. And then I heard one of the little spirits like behind me say, hey, you know, if her dress turns pink, then she's pregnant, she's conceiving. I'm like, what? But let me go back a little bit. I don't want to forget this part, right? So let me go back a little bit. So this lady, who is she? Because I started to ask, who is she? Who is this lady? And in the spirit, it's like I already knew. This lady was the whore of Babylon. This lady was the whore of Babylon, spoken of in the book of Revelation, right? Those of you who don't know what the whore of Babylon is, it is the spirit entity that is behind this nation and that was behind many other nations, right? Also known as the daughter of Babylon. So it has a mother, but this was the whore of Babylon. But she was being celebrated last night during this pink moon. And the evil spirit, one of the spirits said, if her dress turns pink, then she is pregnant. It means that she is pregnant. So she's conceiving. And then behold, that silver glittery dress that was, you know, silver shining glittery, the crown, everything turned pink. The roses, everything was a pink shiny glittery glow, you know? And it just, right then and there, turned pink. And people, these things, these entities, they started rejoicing. They started praising. They was like, yes, she's pregnant. She's conceiving. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. So I'm like, she's pregnant. She's conceiving. And I was like, conceiving what? And then it's like my spirit just knew. I just already knew. And it was like, she's pregnant with the Antichrist. She's pregnant with the spirit of the Antichrist. She's conceiving the Antichrist. And I was just like, I was astonished. And the conversations that started to go on, because they were praising, they were happy. This was like a glorious time for them. There was a party in the spiritual realm. There was a celebration in the dark realms last night, because of the things that's getting ready to come on this earth. And I started to hear all types of things. There was so much information that was being spoken. My spirit could not retain everything I was hearing. There was so much. But I heard them talk about the mark of the beast, the ID chip, chipping people. I heard them talk about the 5G, how they needed the 5G. And that was rolling out. And they were rejoicing about all these things that was getting ready to roll out. But they was rejoicing because of this, the whore of Babylon was being pregnant with the spirit of the Antichrist. It's not done yet. Then I was taken to another vision. I was inside of this house. I was in this home. All right. This was a very dark place. Okay. There was a lady walking back and forth. But again, she could not see me. You know, because I was like, what am I doing here? This place, I'm not supposed to be here. This is an evil place. I could get attacked. But she could not see me. I was invisible, but I was there. She couldn't see me. She was walking back and forth. Big, bulky, dark-looking lady. You know what I mean? Like something out of a nightmarish movie. Walking back and half her hair all out on the side. Walking back and forth in this creepy-looking house. Very dark house. So I was like, man, I got to get out of here. So I went and I opened the door. And when I opened the door, it's like, I look outside. It was like, there was nothing out there. It was like I was in space. I was somewhere else, y'all. Like I can't. It was dark out there, and the energy that was out there was so much darker than the energy that was inside the house. So I was like, man, it's worse out there than in here. So I might as well stay in here, and I guess try to figure out what's going on. So I closed the door, walked back in the house, came back in the house. Started watching the lady, and she was going back and forth. She was going to the kitchen refrigerator, and she was getting like what it looks like to be baby food. So I started watching, monitor her. So she goes in the room. So I go by the room, looking through the door to see what she's doing. And behold, she's feeding a baby. She's feeding food to this baby. She was nurturing and I guess bringing the strength, nurturing this infant, this baby. And I said to myself, who is this baby? But it's like, as soon as I said it, it's like I already knew. It was the Antichrist, y'all. It was the Antichrist. She was feeding the Antichrist. The whole of Babylon, this country is pregnant with the spirit of the Antichrist. And the Antichrist is being fed right now. He is being he's in this nutrition stage. He's getting ready to be brought forth when he's in full strength. But right now, it's like he's already here. That's what the spirit is showing me. What I saw in the spirit last night is that the Antichrist is already here. The system, everything is already in place. It has already begun. The tribulation, everything is already, it's here, y'all. It's here. And I'm telling you guys, this is not the first vision that I had about the Antichrist or the mark of the beast, RFID. Matter of fact, in 2018, I'm going to do another video maybe later on tonight or tomorrow, I had a vision about this RFID chip. I want to release that and share that because these are urgent times right now. I'm getting these messages from, the Most High. He's using me as a vessel. He's channeling my spirit. He's channeling my mind. He's downloading these visions. It's not for me to keep, but it's for you guys. And it's for you guys to understand, to talk about, to share, to help wake other people up. But what I saw last night was a celebration under this super moon. Remember, they said it was a super pink moon. Anybody who saw the moon last night know that the color was way much more different. If you can't, you can Google it. It was a super pink moon. This pink moon, the pink represent the conception of this Antichrist who's getting ready to come on the scene. All right. And there was a celebration while the clouds came and the thunders came. And people probably just thought it was a storm. No, it was a celebration. They're celebrating right now. People can't go worship right now. People can't meet up and get grouped up and pray right now and interfere with these things, right? Because everybody's staying home. You see all these things rolling out, the vaccines, this RFID chip, all of these things, everything that you're seeing right now is being pushed and is being implemented by the principalities in the darkness above. And right now they are rejoicing, right? But guess what? We gotta rejoice too. You know why? Because the Bible says when you see these things happening upon the earth, know that the time draws nigh. Know that the coming of the Lord is close and is closer than ever. So I urge you guys, stay prayed up, fast. Don't take whatever they trying to give you. I'm telling you, warning, warning, warning. Chip, warning. I heard them talk about this stuff. I seen visions of this stuff. Warning, 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 warning. That's all I gotta say. Don't take it because the information, listen y'all, the information I was getting was too much for my spirit to retain when I woke up. It was too much. But I saw in the vision when last night one of the evil entities was explaining it. Remember, I was dead. They didn't know I was listening to all this. When they take the chip in the hand, y'all listening? When they take the chip in their hand, their soul gets kind of like trapped or aligned and kind of like turned in, it get caught up in this cluster of other souls, and it get caught up and it becomes one with this like supercomputer, right? Their souls are like caught up with it. I can't explain it but the way I seen it is like people took it and their souls were like automatically connected, to this like supercomputer, and it was like clustered, you know what I mean? And it was like a web, and I just can't really explain it, y'all. I can't explain it. But as soon as the person takes it, it's like their soul is gone. It is collected right away, like instantly right away. And it's collected into this supercomputer, and it's like a web. It's like, and it brings all those souls into like one. You know what I mean? It brings them into like a oneness. It's like the same way as like how we have a oneness with Christ, right? Like we can be from different backgrounds, ethnicities, but if the Holy Spirit is in me, in you, it's like there's a oneness. There's an automatically web. There's a connection. It's like a mold, right? It moves simultaneously. That's why I could get a revelation, you can get a revelation at the same time, and we can both speak about it, and only we just know that that's the spirit, that's the frequency connecting us. This computer thing, it was like a main computer on the earth. It's like a tower, you know what I mean? It collects the souls, and it keeps them together, and it moves them in it's like their thoughts become one. It's like a fake a counterfeit Holy Spirit engineered into a supercomputer, which is controlled by the dark realm, by the satanic realm. It's a lot, man. It's really a lot. I couldn't retain all the information. It might be a lot on some of y'all, but this is the message I got. Stay prayed up, y'all. Believe God got a plan. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep fasting. Those of you who are interpreters, help interpret this vision, help interpret this dream. Those of you who are prayer warriors, pray about it, because as you know, it's evident, but there's something took place last night in the spirit realm. I had to share it with you guys. Peace, love, and many blessings.